Hi, sunshines.
Coming straight from our car.
Yeah, what do I say? Another day, another vlog.
Yeah,
another
exactly.
day, another vlog.
Right, and then you always say, here's my we always say my filming partner,
my co-star.
My co-star.
Yeah, so we haven't vlogged in a while, so we were like, let's vlog. And you actually said you wanted to go to lunch today. I was like, I was like, I'd love to go to lunch. Did you invite me kind of, or did you just say I want to go to lunch?
I just said I want to go to lunch.
Oh, but that doesn't necessarily mean you want to go to lunch with me. But I just assumed it was me. I'm like, who else would you be going to lunch with?
Yes, exactly.
So,
no.
I was like, oh, I'm like a business lunch, but it's actually like 5 o'clock right now, so it's more like a business dinner. So that's where we're going. Are you gonna back this buggy up?
I'm gonna back this buggy up, guys.
Okay. So we're in the car. We have our car mount. And
my cup of ice.
Your cup of ice.
My body drink.
You're taking up both cup holders.
I am.
I can never bring a drink or have coffee because you take both cup holders.
Of course not. Of course not. Okay. All right. All right. So we got everything. Driving glasses.
Yeah. Did we say where we're going? Did we decide?
We said we want. I said I want to go to P.F. Fangs. I know it's Chang's, but we call it P.F. Fangs.
Okay. So
buckle up for safety.
I know people be coming for us in our old vlogs. They're like, you guys don't have seatbelts on.
No. Horrible.
Safety first.
Girl.
Safety first. So this is day 2. This is day 2 of Melanin Haircare. We couldn't really show on Instagram because like the world ended today. Instagram was shut down for like 5 hours.
It's still shut down, right?
I think it's still shut down.
Wow.
Instagram and Facebook, like everybody on Twitter was going crazy.
Oh my gosh, you know I'm going crazy because of Facebook.
Yeah, you were saying, why isn't Facebook working? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, maybe the same reason Instagram's not working.
I'm not able to wish anybody happy birthday.
Oh my gosh, you can't wish people happy birthday, girl.
No, I keep trying.
We dropped the Melanin review today. I'm like, I can't even promote it. I was like, on Instagram, you can't promote it on Facebook because like nothing was loading. And it was just like, we were in crisis mode. Like, oh my gosh. But then I started thinking, I'm like, can you imagine people who like make their living on social media if all social media is just like one day just shut down?
Wow, this is really like what would people do? Garbage.
Girl, no. You and Spencer and Adam can't back out this.
I could back out.
I back out like a pro.
Yeah, I'm not trying to back into that garbage, girl.
Girl, I would have been like, doop, doop.
Yeah.
We would have already been out.
That's you. Well, yes, girl.
I think we have to get gas.
Do we? Okay.
Yeah. But yes, we're going to P.F. Chang's, and that's about like an hour away. And I know that they're like, you guys are probably like, why are you driving an hour?
I know.
P.F. Chang's, but they can't see your hair.
Okay, all right. So this is day 2 with Melanin, but I was on YouTube and I was reading the comments, and I think it was
Kid's sister
that said she uses it kind of as a leave-in, and then she puts the Frozen Culture gel on top of it. So I was like, hey, that's what I did today because I want to kind of like bring it back to life and just see. I mean, even though I loved it, it was fabulous. I slept on it last night with no protection, and I woke up this morning, it was very defined, curly, full, all of that. But you know, I love Frozen Culture, so I said, let me just add this and see what it does to it.
And a lot of people pair it with stuff. Some people use it by itself, and other people pair it. Pair it.
So I kind of like wet what I had yesterday. Just tried to re-wet that wash and go, and then I just added then I felt like I'd wet it so much that I took it out, so I added some more in and used it as a leave-in again, kind of like diluted it a little bit more, thinned it out, and then that was like the leave-in, and then I put in the culture gel. So girl, I'm liking this.
Eyes on the road, girl.
I have to tell them.
Okay, girl. All right, can you do both, girl?
I'll try.
Okay, all right. So I didn't do anything to my hair today. I just took it out of well, actually, no, that's not true. I took it out of the pineapple, and then I sprayed some of my Cream of Nature, the leave-in conditioner detangling spray that I use as a refresher, and then I just shook it out. I didn't put any oil in it. I didn't put any more of the Melanin product in it. I think it looks like even better today than it did yesterday. I like love it so much. So much. So yeah, we're getting ready to go to the gas station, and so I'm probably gonna have to be the one to pump this gas.
If you want to keep company, I can get out and pump. Girl, why not?
Girl, don't put on a show for the people, girl.
I'm not on a show.
Where I always am the one to pump. Now she's offering to pump. This is the first time I should bring you all with me more often. But I know you're going to be offering to pump gas, girl.
I was trying to do my share.
Your share, girl?
I was trying to do a little something.
So we're going to get gas.
All right.
And, we'll be right back.
Okay.
Let me zoom. Little curlies. That it's me. Right. Okay.
All right, guys.
So now we're like almost halfway there. What were you saying? It's like 5. So this is like rush hour traffic time. People going home from work, because in the morning traffic going south like good luck, basically, early in the morning on the highway, but at night around 5, like, good luck heading north.
Right.
Because you're just, like, sitting in traffic, but it's actually moving.
I asked Spencer.
Pretty good right now.
Because for you guys that are on live, did I say it on live or did I say it in the video, that Spencer got a new job, and so he started, today will be day 3, and he started Monday, and I said, he's so lucky because he goes with, not with, but like maybe against the traffic's always on the other opposite side of him. So I just saw the town where he's working in. So this is the way, this is the highway that he's on when he goes to work. And there's no traffic in the morning. And when he comes back home at night, there's no traffic.
He's going north in the morning and south at night.
Yeah,
so.
both highway, or this highway has no traffic. He got lucky with that. Because I'm sure we're not the worst state. I know California used to be horrible. That 5. Yeah.
California, period. Like LA traffic. When people say, "Oh my gosh, LA traffic," no, seriously. Like no matter which way you're going at any time, at least the times
there's
the times I was out there, you just sit in traffic.
Yeah, you do. It doesn't move.
Wow.
So,
but yeah.
So this is, so we don't have any traffic now. So we're going. So I said, what vlogs are about is just people being people, like normal people. I mean, you guys know that we share our lives with you on live. We do, but this is kind of more specific to our daily kind of thing. And I said what we might find is boring, like it's just so dreary, and it's like after 5, and it's just busted snow. It's all like ugly and dirty because it's snowed weeks ago.
I know the snow is like gray right now.
But I'm like, but people that maybe aren't exposed to snow, or people, I like watching vlogs where I see people just doing normal everyday things. Like this is a highway, nothing exciting going on here. A great big filthy dirty truck in front of me. But what we don't find exciting, people that don't live in Connecticut might just be curious about other people's states and what they do and where they live. So I said, just turn on the camera, girl.
Right.
And just show them. Can I see any of the snow on the mountains?
No, I'd have to stop the camera and like have them like flip the camera around.
Okay.
So do you want me to do that?
Yeah, you guys want to see snow? Okay. They do.
Well, you can't see any right now. Because now we're like in a city.
Yeah, kind of like going over.
Waterbury is a city.
Yeah,
so we're kind of driving through Waterbury right now, this highway.
Yep.
But when we get around some snow, we'll
some
flip
of
the
our
camera
subscribers live. Hi, subscribers from Waterbury. Passing through. Meet us at the mall.
Even though I've never been to the Waterbury Mall. We're going to Farmington. That's the P.F. Chang's we're going to. If you've never heard of P.F. Chang's, it's Chinese?
It's Chinese.
Asian cuisine.
Like very
Asian
much like,
cuisine.
Yeah, Asian cuisine. Yeah. Which is maybe all-encompassing, maybe?
Perhaps.
I don't know, but it's like upper scale. It's not like the little...
Yeah, it's not like a Chinese restaurant.
And get the dollar pork or whatever you get there.
The dollar pork?
Like, that's the Puerto Rican restaurant. I love the dollar pork. No, like sometimes you go into different big cities, they always have just like a little storefront Chinese restaurant with little menus that are just all dingy at the top.
Yeah, no, this is like
a good Windexing.
I know. I choose Chinese restaurants based on the cleanliness of the windows.
Yes.
If the windows are dingy or dirty looking, I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But if it's like they're nice and bright and like you can see in and out, I'm like, okay, this looks like this could be like a clean Chinese restaurant. Like, I don't know.
I remember one time we went to a Chinese buffet. I forget where we lived, what state, but oh my gosh, that food was so good. And sometimes buffets, the cuisine is not that great. They just kind of like give you the worst cuts of the meat. Like everything is just like, it's just so much food. But this was just like food that you could order from a menu, but yet buffet style. Wow. It was wonderful.
I would love to go to a Chinese buffet.
Yeah, it was like you could actually go up kind of like a hometown buffet.
Okay.
Like that, but just Chinese food. Maybe it had to have been in
any of my favorite like types of food that I like to eat. I would love buffet style, like Italian soul food, like buffet style.
You know what? I think there is one.
You can eat.
You know where I went? I went with Adam's class when he was in 5th grade, I think.
Okay.
It was in Brookfield. I think it's in Brookfield or like in that area. So there is one. That's where I found it.
We have to find it.
Absolutely.
Oh, wow.
It was like near that little Christian school that he went to. It literally was like driving distance down the street. So,
okay, so we have to check that out.
Yeah.
But the restaurant we're going to tonight is like a high-end kind of like Chinese restaurant where like
we've mentioned it before. People have heard of P.F. Chang's.
Where there's like waiters and waitresses and tables, and it's like restaurant style. Like it's nice, and like the prices
one thing I always order
are according to all the extra finery.
Do you think so? I think
I don't know. I always get like lo mein and it's like $15.
I know. And I always get the chicken, the Asian
kind of a lot. I feel like
the Asian chicken salad or something, or the Asian
The Asian Caesar salad.
And then you can add either shrimp, chicken, or one other meat, and they price accordingly. So you add chicken.
When you
like
add stuff, that's when the price. It's like, you know,
Yeah.
add this for like an extra like $2 or.
And then so he's like, okay, that's no big deal. And then, what are you doing for, girl? You have brakes on that side.
Girl, I know, girl.
I'm
But
watching.
I know, girl. But you slow down to let the people in. But they're supposed to keep up with the pace of traffic, so they're supposed to get in when they can. You're not supposed to slow down
This right
on
here
a
is
highway.
where we don't agree, because I said I can't be thinking in other people's brains, but I can think in mine. So that might be the rule of thumb. But I always tell you, I never know if there's a robber running, driving crazy.
no, like, and like you always like brake when you're coming onto a highway.
Right,
I'm like, no, you're supposed to go at like a pace and like come in on the highway, but you like brake. I'm like, cars don't expect you to brake because you're not supposed to be braking.
Yeah, but when somebody's flying down the ramp, get ready, like they like no holds barred, they are coming on this highway, whether I like it or not. That's when I start like slowing down, because I know what the rule is of the land, but I know that people sometimes are crazy. They don't care. They are going to bogart their way in, and they're not tearing my car all to pieces.
Okay, girl.
They don't have a dime to give me.
So you don't drive at night. So you're taking us there, and I'm driving on the way home.
Exactly.
So I was like, I can't drive both ways because it's like an hour drive. I'm like, that's a lot of driving.
Right.
You know where we said we wanted to go?
Where?
We wanted to go to the what is it? The Desilu Museum, the Lucille Ball, like Desi Arnaz Museum.
Oh yes.
In Jamestown, New York. We were talking about that, but it's like a 6-hour drive from us.
And I said we could do it. I said this summer we're going to be adventurous.
We are.
You never know where MADCURLS is going to show up. We don't even know where MADCURLS is going to show up.
But all I know is like, I'm like, we'd have to like stay overnight or something. I'm like, I'm not driving 6 hours one way and 6 hours back in one day. That's a lot. But I totally want to go because you guys like know us. Like, you know, we love I Love Lucy. So I was watching them this morning, laughing. I love I Love Lucy.
We got a little traveling bug now that we're going to be big and brave and go to Florida.
I know, right? We take one trip to Florida, and now we want to travel everywhere. Which that trip is coming up. You mentioned it today. We're at like the 13th,
Yes.
I think, and we're leaving the 28th. 28th, girl. I'm starting to get that feeling, girl, of being hot and hungry because I knew we were going out to eat, and so I didn't eat, and I thought it was going to be lunch, but it turned out to be dinner. So now I'm sitting here kind of breaking out into a sweat and getting that shaky feeling because like,
water, girl.
I haven't eaten. So
People always think that the water's a cure for everything.
I know. Did you bring any like food? Like I should have brought a snack. I should have thrown like a granola bar in my bag because I'm like.
Drink this is sweet. This is your only choice is buy. This is sweeter than water.
Okay, someone says because like my blood sugar goes low.
It could be very well be. Do you have gum? Did you chew gum?
I was chewing gum. I was chewing gum like it was steak.
Guys, hope you don't pass it on the other side of the car. I have to pull over. Resuscitate you, girl. I know, girl, but you have no choice at this point.
I hate coconut.
You know what I got the other day? I can't wait to try it. I didn't want to ruin trying it when it was warm, so I want to get the full effect. Is I got the sparkling whatever. It was coconut and lime, and it comes in a can. And I'm not big on sparkly things because the time when I always go hard on things when I like things. I go hard, and so there was a time when I would always buy seltzer water. I would buy Canada Dry, that sparkling water. I don't know, what is that? There's different kinds of waters. So one is like tonic water, one is sparkling water.
But there's like sparkling water.
Yeah, so I used to buy the sparkling water, and then I would put those little drops in.
Yes, the Crystal Light drops.
And,
oh my gosh, so good.
The next time I went to the dentist, my teeth were about almost ready to fall out of my mouth because I would keep it by my bedside and take a sip at night before I would go to sleep, and not thinking it would really do any damage, and it must have just sat on my teeth all night. You know, sometimes in the middle of the night, I do have like that hypoglycemic thing, and sometimes like I'll feel kind of like that. I always have that by my bedside. Yeah. Little did I know the damage that was doing on my teeth.
What did you say about yourself? You said that you have like an addictive personality.
Very much so.
Like when you get on something, like you don't get off. Like M&Ms, like you were just like blowing through M&Ms like for months. Like you just bad some M&Ms every day.
Yeah.
So the seltzer thing, like you really got on the sparkling water and putting Crystal Light in it. Yeah. And you did that for months, which like probably drinking that kind of like soda, even though it wasn't really soda, it was like sparkling water.
The
dentist was like, what have you been doing?
Right, I know, because like I had done nothing differently other than just doing that. But no, I do have an addictive personality, and it's kind of like framed my life, and it's wore to be off from things that probably wouldn't be good for me. So vices. I know, like we say,
is it vices?
Vices.
Spencer calls them vices.
Yeah, I would not partake in drinking alcohol, because I feel like if it was something good, the way everybody's like loving alcohol, like when I like turn up the bottle and never know how to put it back down, you know, I would never do drugs, because I would feel, because drugs are an addiction. All right, so if people get addicted so easily, can you imagine me? So
I mean, that's good that you know that about yourself, though. You know, like, I'm not even gonna try it because I might like it and I'll stick with it. So like, don't even try it.
Something that's not good for me, like, why try it just in case? People are using it for a reason, and so I said, if people are using it, they have a way, they have temperance, and they know how to start and stop. If I like something, maybe I wouldn't know how to stop. So I said, no, I can't. Life is too important and too valuable. I cannot do that.
Right, girl, you're smart, girl.
and that's how I teach you guys, like, everything in moderation. Everything in moderation. Since I don't know how to be moderate at times, I never know when that time's going to kick in, when I can't be moderate.
Yeah.
So I said, I better not take my chances. I'm not really, well, you know, I do live on the edge. I'm a risk taker, but certain things I'm wise to. I cannot trust everything.
Well, I wish we were picking a restaurant that had appetizers. That's the only thing about P.F. Chang's. They don't have, like...
Tell them to bring out some crunchies and some dipping sauce. They do that sometimes.
Do they?
I think, you know, they say if you don't ask, you don't get. And so I think sometimes we don't know these things because we never ask. So,
because, like, you know, restaurants, they, like, bring out, cheesecake. The brown bread. They bring out bread. What is it? Olive Garden. Salad and breads. Oh, my gosh.
If you guys are new
salad and breads
to MADCURLS channel, you have got to go to, which video was that?
It's the Design Essentials
video.
All right. Yeah.
Even if you want to see the whole thing, you've got to go
to like the end.
Because when we do our hair and it's drying, then we always do activities in between. So we went to the restaurant and we come out with these two huge loaves of cheesecake brown bread. Yeah. If you guys are MADCURLS fam, let us know if you remember that story, or how should we let them know? Like,
how was that story? Oh, okay, yeah. Comment down below.
You remember the story? I remember the story.
You remember the cheesecake story? I don't know, like a food emoji. Like, I think they have a cheesecake emoji.
Yeah, they do.
I think they have a cheesecake emoji, like a little piece of cheesecake, cake emoji.
Yeah,
if you remember that story.
Or the loaf of bread.
Or the loaf of bread. Yeah.
Yeah.
How was that story though? I know our waitress was ignoring us, but did we ask her? We asked her to bring us more brown bread, and she never came back.
Yeah, because this whole line of thought just came about when I said when we get to the restaurant, they don't bring out the crunchies. But I said because we never asked them to, so I said, can you bring the crunchies
little kitchen? They do the crunchies, right? The
little kitchen they do.
Yeah. Right. And I think one time at this restaurant, I was like, well, I know they don't bring bread out. I was like, so should I order like a spring roll or something? But the spring roll came out with the meal. Yeah. So it's like, what's the point of that? Yeah. When you order like an appetizer and they bring the appetizer out with the meal.
Right.
Which happened one time at Cheesecake. We ordered like an appetizer. They brought the appetizer out with the meal. It's like, it's supposed to tide us over until the meal comes.
So we'll just ask if they can bring that out.
So like, listen, y'all.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's what happened at the Cheesecake. They always bring out the little.
This actually did a little bit of something.
That little bread, and they act like they're so stingy. Like, bring the bread out.
Bring it out.
Bring the bread out. And then I started thinking, like, oh well, is it because it's just two of us? And do they think that we're not going to give a big enough tip?
Yeah.
I said, are they rationing it out?
We asked for a lot of free bread with one entree.
We
ordered one salad to split, but we wanted more bread, and it's like
because our appetites are really small. We weren't being cheap. It's seriously how we eat. Like, we get a plate of food and then we share it. Like, when we even go to this restaurant, we both will order what we like. But
I'll order noodles, you'll order salad, and then like we'll split it. Like,
if we like the same thing, we probably would just order one. But because we like different things, we kind of share.
Yeah.
So, but we weren't being cheap, and I think they thought, oh no, they ain't gonna be filling up on our cheesecake bread. So we got our one basket, and when we asked for more, like, they never came back.
She never came back.
And
we were like,
you know, LoriAnne was not having.
And she was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Like, you guys were talking, I didn't want to interrupt. I'm like, when does a waiter or waitress ever like not wanted to interrupt? They always come and ask, like, you know, is everything okay? Can I get you anything?
Well, I don't want you to think that I was being. I'm like, that's exactly what we thought. That's exactly what we thought.
Like, you were like, I was avoiding the table. Like, I don't know. It's like we asked for some more bread, and you just did we say something wrong?
So you got to see the video. You got to see what they ended up giving us as a door prize. It was insane.
I would eat that bread right now.
It was insane. But don't you guys agree? The brown bread is the best.
The brown bread is the best.
It's the best.
What is it? It's pumpernickel?
Yeah. I wish I could say. I don't know if they would get away with that. Like, leave all that stiff, hard white bread back there.
Probably. It's like, don't even waste the white bread on us. Just bring brown bread. I'm sure people say that. I'm sure people say that.
And I'm sure they'll probably already have a little trite comment to say, oh, I'm sorry, we don't do that. We have to make sure other tables have it. And then to now, because I know what they end up doing at the restaurant to appease us, I would say, can you bring the manager over? I hate those moments when I have to bring the manager. It seems like they don't get no sense in their head. Do you have to bring the manager over?
But that used to be you and like Gammy saying, like my grandmother, like, is there somebody above you?
Yeah.
Like who's above you?
And they're like, sorry, he's not here tonight. I'm like, well, who's above him that's supposed to be here tonight? I'm like, there's got to be somebody above him. I said, Indians no cheese. I want to talk to
you. Always
cheese.
say like Mr. or Mrs. like whatever the name of the place is. You were like, okay, I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to Mr. Cheesecake Factory.
I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to Mr. Nordstrom.
Mr. Nordstrom.
Okay, I want to talk to Mr. Macy's.
Mr. Macy's. Yeah.
Now.
Mr. Lord and Taylor.
Yeah.
Bring him here.
I said, now one time I'm like, now you're walking around with white flour, and somebody's walking around with red flour. Now what's the most important? I said, because the flour that you're wearing apparently has no authority. So I want the one maybe with the red flour, because he might have had a white flour. But somebody got some authority here, and then they come over, they're empty, they don't have authority. So that's when I say, okay, well then bring Mr. Macy's right on down here.
Mr. Macy's.
Yes. That's when I start acting crazy, that's when people get intelligent.
You guys, that took me a while to get that correlation. I'm like, well, when I get crazy, I said people get intelligent. That's because like they're not really understanding what's going on until I start acting out a character. Now stuff starts clicking. Like, okay, now they're getting intelligent. Now they know what's going on. They understand the magnitude here. So
I really don't like to bring up that side.
No,
because
we're not those people. Oh my gosh, I hate people that make scenes in stores or like retail, because I worked retail, so I know what that's like. I don't make scenes.
Yeah, and I work
or give people a hard time.
I was a server of food, so I work at a country club, so it's not the same atmosphere. Actually, it's almost worse because you could
ice cream
say
on that truck. So hungry.
Ice cream on
So hungry.
You could not say a word to those country club members, so that was very difficult for me to work at a country club, and we didn't get tips. They didn't give us tips.
I mean, you can't say anything to people anywhere. Like the customer, you can't like tell customers off or get customers straight. Like you just kind of have to take it. You know.
Yeah.
I had a customer throw paper towels at me because they couldn't use a CVS coupon at like the grocery store I was working at. I'm like, so I worked at Big Y, and they tried to use a CVS coupon, and they were like, I'm like, this is Big Y. I'm like, you can't use this coupon. It's giving me an error. It's not accepting. I'm like, this is Big Y. This is not CVS. And they had like a $200 order. And looking back on the scheme of things, like I probably should have just put the 25-cent coupon through. They had like a $200 order.
Yeah.
But I was like, I can't use this coupon. It's not working. And so they were like, you know what? I don't want any of my groceries. And they literally started like throwing their stuff back. I mean, the person literally threw paper towels at me. And I was 16. I was like brand new working. And so I started crying, and I like ran out away from my register, and like the manager had to come and like finish the order because I was hysterical.
Probably being older. I used to always use that analogy for teachers. I like seasoned teachers. I don't like brand new teachers. No offense, girl, but seasoned teachers have been through the ringer with parents, and they know what's worth the fight.
Right.
And one year, I think Adam had a brand new teacher, and like the class had to work towards getting gifts on like a certain Friday, like the little pizza party and a gift. And so Adam was out with the flu, and when he went back to school, all the kids in his group that won the gift for their little group was like maybe 5 or 6 kids. They all got the pizza party and the gift, and Adam didn't because he was sick, but yet he worked towards helping them get the gift. So I called the teacher and I said, but Adam, I know he can't have a pizza party now, he missed out on that, but could he get a chance to go into the little gift box, you know, like when you go to the dentist, you get the little
treasure box.
Treasure box, exactly. And so she said, no, there was just one day, all the kids got to choose, and he would not be allowed to choose. He was absent, so he missed out. Are you kidding me? He missed out because he was absent.
It's a little busted, cheap treasure box, like really?
You know, like a little ping pong ball.
Yeah, the things that break.
And it goes out and snaps the glass, goes everywhere. The jack ball goes.
Wow, she really said no?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mrs. Iannuzzi, I think it was.
Wow. Call her out, girl.
Love you so much, Mrs. Iannuzzi. Okay, but anyway.
No, but like that was like my first year as a cashier. So, but 3 years in, 4 years in, I would have been like, 25 cents, whatever. By the time I got to customer service, I was doing, coupons and stuff left and right. Like, I'm not arguing with you about a 15-cent jar of peanut butter. Like, I'm not.
It's not that I have a sense of entitlement, but I think I live long enough. I'm in my 50s. I know that people can override things, and to be so nitpicking and to be so rigid, makes no sense.
Yeah.
And so you could easily have gone and you didn't know it at the time and just put it. I see people make a
manually. Oh my gosh! By the time I learned how to manually put in coupons, I was like manually putting in everything because it wasn't worth it.
It's easily done.
Even those times when we were super busy and stuff wasn't working and I needed a manager, like those were the worst because like you'd have to flash your light and then wait and you got a whole long line of people. Like I was like, I'm not even gonna like basically go through the manager for 25 cents. I'm like, let me just manually put this in and we don't have time for this. And I was always that person, but like the older ladies that worked, they were always those people like, you know, let me flash the light, and when I was bagging on those registers, like I had to go.
So then you better hope YouTube works out because you always thought the option would be just to put a few extra dollars in, maybe just go back to Big Y and just be like, put a few hours. I'm like, I want to go back to Big Y. I was never at the Big Y, but I would go to Big Y.
I always got rave reviews, you know, on the website. People like, you know, cashier, you know, Taylor, she was amazing, you know, customer service. I love calling when Taylor was there because, like, girl, okay? Yeah. I was never arguing with people.
I love wrapping gifts at Christmas time, and I love bagging groceries. I push them all down, and then somebody comes, like the little bagging boy comes and he wants to bag. I'm like, no, that's okay. I said I'm going to do it because I bag the way I put it away in my kitchen. So I don't like sometimes when people bag the toilet paper with the milk because the toilet paper gets soggy.
Girl, how often does that happen, girl?
It happened to me because they always remember it.
You have to they train baggers. I had to be trained.
Yeah, well, maybe the ones I used to have didn't run trained, or maybe people just try to do the bare minimum. Because I know the other day at Target, girl, they gonna pull nobody out. But last night, okay, that was busted. I didn't like the bag, and when I got home, things that go in the kitchen were in the kitchen, things that would go upstairs. You know, like kind of like toiletry products were with the, like I didn't like the bagging. Can't call them out, love them so much, but can't call them out. But anyway, I was like, oh wow. You know, they tried to call because we were there really late, and so we tried to call somebody.
We were in Target at like 10:30 at night. There was nobody there. It was so nice. We gotta start doing that more.
We go so much that it's like, you guys never come around this time.
And they was like, this is the best time to come. And I'm like, clearly, I'm like, there's nobody here. We were in the hair aisle, just free. Yeah. Just nice and free and open, and it was nice. I know you guys keep asking us to try that new Suave line. It's sold out online, and we can't find it in Target, so.
I was getting ready to press shop last night. I was going to do Miss Jessie's. I don't know. Is anybody interested in that? They had the honey one, okay, on the shelf. And I was thinking about maybe jelly soft curls. I don't know. The meringue one.
We used to love those. The jelly soft, the quick curls, the multicultural curls.
Yeah. Are you got anybody interested in Miss Jessie's?
The pillow soft curls. All of those we had in the house.
So OG.
And we love those. Those were good.
They're like promoted as like one and done's, like wet your hair, wash it, condition it, and then put the product in. It seriously is like a one and done. Even though you said back in the day.
Back in the day, I swear my favorite leave-in was Diva. It's either I used it with the Diva leave-in, even though I can't see myself putting a cream with the cream. I don't think I did that. I think I used it with the gel. I think I used it as a cream and with the gel, or if it was like, say for example, the jelly soft curls, I would have done like the Diva one condition leave-in and then put that jelly on top of it. But if it was a cream, I think I might have put a gel. Like I might have done the multicultural curls with the bounce curl gel or something like that. Okay. I never did them by themselves. I know I didn't do that.
See, I think I did. I used to do the pillow.
One and done was a new concept for us when we first did it. We always layered.
Yeah, that's really, we did.
Because we were like, oh my gosh, a one and done, a one wash and go.
To brand, so Miss Jessie's, they had the leave-in, but that didn't come out until I think long after I was away kind of from using Miss Jessie's. I still was familiar enough with it and liked it enough, so I think I got it, but it simply never was
I don't remember how you, okay, then maybe it was one of those things you gave to me, because I know when we said we wanted to start the one and done series 2 years ago, we were like, this is a brand new concept for us. We don't do one product washing goes, we don't do one product anything. Right. We always layered, leave-in gel, cream, like we never did stuff by itself. That's why it was so like mind-blowing for us, like, you know, one product wash and go, will it work kind of thing. Right. So I don't know how you used to use it, if you even did. You might have just given it to me.
No, I used to use, I had the whole thing. I had the baby buttercream, I had the regular buttercream, I had every single shampoo, the co-wash, I had this slip,
you know,
I had that
people don't like Miss Jessie's because of the price, which it's so funny how we can like say, oh, I'm not paying for that because of the price, but we'll pay other things like the LUS, the deep conditioner's $44. People were like flipping out, but their 12-ounce one is $38.
And then Miss Jessie, those buttercreams were like $56 or something.
$50 for like that jar.
Remember, like the cute little pink conditioner that was.
Some things we accept, other things we're not accepting. Like Diva, we will accept. Dad, we will accept. But like other brands who try to get those high prices, it's like, you know, who are you?
But that's what's
why is it so expensive?
You know, what is it? Miss Jessie's online because of that shipping.
What's the shipping, like $13
I
or something?
believe one time I tried to order, it was either one product or two products, and it was equivalent to my order. Okay, so it had to have been the one product. I swear it had to be one product, and the shipping was $13.
Sometimes some brands do shipping by weight. I like brands that just have like flat rate shipping, like, you know, shipping $7, whatever, that's it. But if it goes by weight, the more you buy, the more expensive it's gonna be. So that's kind of scary sometimes when it goes by weight, depending on how much you buy.
That's why I kept wanting that honey, whatever that honey, that new one. But to you, it looks very similar to the Camille Rose leave-in. I didn't think it really did. To me, it was a little bit more,
of this lane.
To me, it was a little bit more opaque, and the honey by Camille Rose is like a little transparent. Not that that tells us anything about the performance of it, but
either way, those types of products like don't do good in my hair, but they flourish in yours.
They do. So I've been wanting the honey, and then I said no because of the shipping, and there it was on the bottom shelf just for the taking. Of course, we're paying it. And I had it in my hand. I walked around, got to the register, and then I just could not drop the money for it because I had to see if our audience cared. Does anybody care about Miss Jessie?
And I said, you know, like we ask you guys what you want to see, and so like we're always hearing that. Other times we just buy stuff and we put it out, and I'm like, you know, basically they get what they get, and they don't get upset. and you know, they just like watching us. I'm like, so if you want to bring Miss Jessie's to the channel, we have Miss Jessie's on the channel already. We have the multicultural curls. We've done both multicultural clear and the other one, and the other the bottles, the ones in like the tubes, those are good products. Those are
they still out there? Maybe we should revive it. What other way we revive Sotanicals?
Revive Miss Jessie. I know, because I have to go check really talk about.
I have to see if there's videos out there. Because you guys, like, I got so excited about Sotanicals, and
please don't miss this exit.
You guys, were like, Sotanicals, they were big like 3 or 4 years ago when we first got onto them, and
horrible driving.
Sorry, that girl. And so I'm like, okay, so that was like before our reign, so to speak. And because when I looked for videos, I couldn't find one video that like really kind of like was worth viewing. So that's when we started the whole Sotanicals series. But I had to see if there's any Miss Jessie's videos out there. I'm interested in doing Miss Jessie's. But when they first came out, people were like, some of the ingredients were mineral oil and all that. People were turned off to it. Ooh, my hair. All right, and so I don't know. I know people are not as rigid. There are definitely still curly girl method users out there.
Yes.
But you know that we are not particular to things like that.
Although
we're more careful.
We are.
Though we are definitely more careful this year. So
somebody was saying that the Jane Carter, the yellow line, they started changing their ingredients, and now some of them have silicones in it. That's what they were saying, girl.
Oh, so really?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Which particular products?
Like the Incredible Curls and and those kinds of products. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So we are almost there. This clip is like 28 minutes long, so I'm going to stop it here, and we will see you guys once we get into the restaurant.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
So we made it into the restaurant.
Here we are, and we look crazy because she was sitting across from me. But see what we do for you guys? We're trying to vlog it, make you part of the experience. So she is shaking and carrying on, and so no, seriously, I don't know. It's a new thing she's doing, so we have to kind of like keep an eye on that. It might be like just hypoglycemic because
I really haven't eaten all day.
Yeah, so
they literally gave us crumbs.
They gave us crumbs. Okay, like I asked for some noodles. And this is what they brought over.
It's like
It literally is like crumbs. It's not, you know how the noodles are normally, the fried wonton are normally long. I literally need a spoon. Like, I really need a spoon. Do we have a spoon? I don't know. But anyway, I guess people might be used to YouTubers vlogging, right? Because we do look insane sitting side by side and we're talking to ourselves. But
like we have our mount up. Listen, everybody here is with somebody else. They shouldn't be worried about what we're doing here.
Right, I know. I know. All right, so what we were doing is trying to find our Chinese zodiac sign.
Okay.
So
I can't find mine.
Okay. It's by the year that you were born. So here is the little menu thing here. We're trying to find out what year.
And it shows you like. Okay.
So now we're going to see.
All right. 77, 75, 63.
All right. So let me see. 1967. Right. I see 68.
64.
Hope you guys can hear us.
93.
I don't know. We won't know until we get home. Hopefully by then it won't be too late.
This is 94.
All right. I know I saw 68 for me.
How did these go?
Oh, okay. I found 1967, so I'm a goat.
You're a goat. So your perfect dish would have been ginger chicken with broccoli. And you're amicable, calm, and kind-hearted.
Oh, I'm amicable, kind.
Okay, where's 1993?
Kind. What else?
Kind-hearted.
I'm kind-hearted, guys.
2000.
1993.
Oh, where's 1993? Oh, here it is. I'm a rooster. I'm outgoing, active, and loyal.
You're loyal.
So I'm not active and outgoing? That doesn't describe. And my perfect dish would be Chang's spicy chicken. Girl, why didn't I get that?
I don't know. So thank goodness we didn't go by that because what was I supposed to get?
What are these?
I ordered the Asian Caesar salad with shrimp in it. So.
This is the year of the pig. Oh yeah, 2019.
The year of the pig. Okay, now what do they got going for themselves?
Compassionate, generous, diligent. And your perfect dish is fried rice. And these are people who were born in 1947, 1959, 1971, 1983, 1995, 2007.
It was 1966. My sister's birthday is tomorrow.
2019.
So,
oh, right.
So let's see. She was born in 1966. Let's see what's going on for her.
69, 58, 68. Oh, 66, you said. 1966.
Okay, she's a horse.
The horse. Energetic, animated, independent. Crispy honey shrimp. I bet that's lit. Okay. Crispy honey shrimp. So I couldn't even think when he asked me like what drinks I wanted. So all we have is water here right now because I couldn't even think.
I know. So.
But I would not mind like a lemonade or something.
Yeah, exactly. But they have the spirits menu, and that's all
I know we couldn't find any like the non-alcoholic drinks. Where's non-alcoholic?
Here's some Chinese New Year cocktails. But if I said if they have ingredients for cocktails, they should have the ingredients minus the cocktail, the spirits portion. You know, like on New Year's Eve we did the Shirley Temple Dimplies.
That's what we were gonna ask. Shirley Temple.
Shirley Temple. So, but you couldn't think, girl.
Wait, I wonder if I like.
I told you. Now you see why I use spoons, everybody. This is ridiculous. Come on, P.F. Chang's. Let's go up a little notch. Gotta do better.
It works.
It's literally crumbs. I wish I knew how to use chopsticks.
Our waiter just walked by looking at us like we were crazy. Mm-hmm. Like, how did... No, we don't know how to use chopsticks. We're not cultured.
Like, don't mind us. Just like, if you want to get in the camera, lean over. Okay.
So,
alright, so... Even if they put the little elastic band on the back to make it like for beginner people, I still don't know how to use them. I wish I did.
I'm doing something wrong, clearly.
Yeah, but...
Girl, get your phone out and see how you're supposed to do it.
Okay, it's in my purse.
Oh, your purse is over here.
Okay. Can we turn it around and show them the atmosphere?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I just dropped it in when we were getting out the car. Okay. All right. Princess Poppy. Not bothered.
Can't be bothered.
Alright, so who's been here before?
Alright, no, you were trying to look up how we were supposed to do chopsticks.
Oh, yeah, okay. Alright, here we go. Let me see. We Google.
Well, I found a really big one at the bottom.
You found a really big, did you? Wow. I just don't like, it's like, it's food, so that doesn't have to be putting your fingers all in there and trying to push them out the way. Every piece is accounted for. Every piece is anointed.
I know, right? Like they say in churches, every seat is anointed. Just sit down.
Okay. Alright. Alright, let's see. Alright, how to use chopsticks. Alright. Hope the song isn't popular because they will
Demonetize our video.
demonetize us. But
And every penny counts these days.
yep, but oh well. You'll still see us, guys. Or how do you use chopsticks? Alright, let me see. If they will give us some instructions. Okay. Alright, how to use chopsticks. Alright, so let me see. Alright, so there's the little instructions right there.
Girl, is that even a good example?
I don't know, we're gonna look at it really quick.
Okay. So there's your hand.
There's my hand.
You go like this.
Okay. Okay, so I see. Alright. Alright, so they're telling, alright.
Put it down.
Alright, we're gonna put it down. Alright, so then you take one
Like that.
and you lay it here like this.
Okay. Alright, so
I
this,
could barely use a fork.
this goes here. Like that, they said.
Wait, does it go on top of the thumb or under the thumb?
How far down do you go? So this is up pretty high. And
Yeah,
then,
no, this is down pretty low right here. It's a very odd thing. Alright, so then this one goes.
girl, I'm
alright.
so uncultured. No, because they have it like this, and then they say stick. My fingers are too long.
Like this, it's like this, but I don't think the grip. I don't think the thumb lies here very casually. We have eaten Chinese food our entire lives, but why did I never learn this?
Girl,
Because I was always too hungry to learn it, and I would
right,
just
and I know when the food
inside.
comes, like these aren't gonna be used. I'm just gonna be grubbing. So one of these days,
I like
one
when
of
they
these
give them the
years.
wooden ones because these look like they're washed and used again.
Yeah, these do look like reusable ones.
Yeah, I don't know about how I feel about that. I guess it's the same way I guess we would feel about a fork, right?
Don't forget to tell that man we want
Shirley Temples?
He's
Wait, so my hair is dry and good.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Does P.O. Box make Shirley Temples?
I can make a short example, yeah.
We got two, please.
Two?
Yeah. Thank you.
Why not? That's kind.
Yeah, because this water is not doing it.
One gold star. I know you need something sweet. Okay.
Yeah. He said I probably should like go to the doctor maybe and figure out what's wrong. But I literally haven't eaten anything all day. I had some coffee this morning like around 11.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong. I think
And I
that,
haven't eaten.
not that you're old, but I think as I use the example of when you go to high school with kids, or your high school class, and then you see them. It depends on like, your family's genes and genetics. And so I've seen people that Spencer and Taylor go to school with and that are now completely bald because they might have baldness in their family.
And we're only like
in your
25,
20s.
26.
Yeah, so there's lots of things that can happen as you start getting a little bit older, and so maybe that's just something that will be, because I know that I have low blood pressure and things like that, and definitely not eating because maybe that's why I've always passed out. I never had it that severely.
And
But
it's
I would
the
get
first thing we
lightheaded.
ask you is when have you eaten? And like you haven't eaten.
And you guys are bringing me something sweet.
That's very, very, very true.
Yeah, so it's always that. Remember back in the summertime, for those that know the Mad fam, that know us, I was just like passing out on the kitchen floor. And number one, I think stress.
Stress, and
But-
because you were stressed, you weren't eating.
Yes.
So you were going days without eating. But me, I can only, like I had coffee this morning, but I didn't actually have anything of substance. So now it's like 6 o'clock, and I'm just like I need to eat, and I'm like
that's
sweating.
definitely the feeling you get, that kind of like shaking feeling. I'm trying to put my foot under. So.
This tastes like a steak dinner to me right now.
Really? I know, right? I won't even touch your steak, girl. I'm afraid you'll bite off my fingers like different man. So yeah, so this is good. So this is, I thought it would be way too many products layered, but I'm kind of liking it. It's almost dried, very shiny.
Don't mean to brag, but everybody tells me that I make the best Shirley Temple.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Okay. I'll be the judge.
It is good.
Is it? Okay.
Now you guys know how I do grenadine.
Now, remember at New Year's Eve, like the whole thing was blood red. It was as red as our cherries. So let's say this is probably civilized grenadine service.
Remember that night, New Year's, I was so sick because I had like, I kept saying, hit me, and I had like 3 glasses of Shirley Temples and like so much grenadine.
It's like when you go out and you get something at a restaurant, or then you get it back home and you overdo it when you get it at home. So like I would love this, and then at home I overdo it because I always feel like I need more grenadine. But this is the exact amount. Okay, the whole drink is not blood red. Okay,
That's good.
Okay, here's our waiter again.
This is mine, right over here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Thank you. Alright. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is. Let me hold this water out the way.
Okay.
Look at this, guys.
All right, hold on. Okay, we're gonna hold our plates up.
Alright, so this is my Asian Caesar salad.
It's my little
There's
main.
shrimp on top, and then we'll just use our little plate.
We have soy sauce. Yeah. Oh, is that what we're doing? Sorry.
Yeah, we are doing that.
All right. All right.
And
So,
here's the soy sauce.
all right. Do you want to take your noodles now?
Take my noodles.
Yeah. Put them on that plate.
No, I know where they're at. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's start, I guess, putting it. Do you have a big spoon? Or always have to use this one? This spoon can serve.
Your things are in there.
Oh, rip.
You have to get
Not a big
your
spoon
fork.
like that.
No, use this, but then use your fork. You gotta unwrap.
Okay. Right. Oh, yeah, right. Oh, yeah, I just want to use this. I could do big helping.
Yeah, but like you know how people do like 2 things at once,
Oh, yeah, I know.
but it's not staying on. So
right.
you can use your fork or both spoons. I don't know.
All right. Sorry, guys. This is so complicated. I'm making it complicated. Act like we have never been out in a restaurant before,
Right?
girl. I think it's just going to fall off.
Girl, you use them both at the same time.
No, I'm not doing all of that. That's not that type of thing. Just get a little bit. I'm not scooping up that much. That's why I was going to use the spoon. I don't need to do all that. But you can start scooping up the Caesar salad. That's how we do. And you can always go back for more. Don't have your eyes being bigger than your stomach, like my grandmother used to say. All right. Right. Now she's gonna show me how it's done. That's how you serve food. I need a bigger spoon.
You need a spoon?
Yeah, to scoop up my salad. Gosh, that looks so good. I love Caesar salad.
Oh my goodness.
I know you in the car you mentioned like it was like expensive, but I don't think it. I think this was $9, and then I added the little $3.50 portion of shrimp. So I didn't write up anything extra. But they really do a good job with this.
I'm so happy to be eating. Soy sauce on it.
I always make the pit stop first. If it were up to me, I'd be sitting up in Sephora right now.
Me, I will always have to eat a meal.
You want some salad?
Yes, please.
Get a few pieces of shrimp.
I'm always down to eat a meal. Okay. Okay.
Next,
Take a few lettuce leaves.
the plates are very small.
Or I also wish they gave you a few lettuce leaves.
Right?
Some salad, please.
I would say the first bite is always the best.
I agree with that statement.
So that first bite is the best?
Yeah.
Is everything cooked okay for you?
Oh, it's been
Yes,
fine.
thank you.
Oh, we haven't tried it
We
yet.
haven't taken any bites.
You're too busy bringing up and passing things back and forth. Okay.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
So good. Wow. Seasoned perfectly. Salad. Nice salad.
We're gonna eat, and we will check in with you guys in a minute or two. So we're still eating away. We're sitting here
We're
discussing
trying to make this relevant.
some MADCURLS biz. Like what kind of videos we want to do next. We never finished the Briogeo line.
Every time you throw out a name,
I know.
turn my nose up to it.
Our first name I threw out, I'm like, well, we have to do maybe some urban hydration, and you were like, no. not doing that.
And so, but then I end up always loving things.
Yeah, you do. Like you always say no first, and then you end up liking it. So I can't go by you. I have to make executive decisions.
You always do.
I totally do. And they always turn out well. They always turn out well, right?
They do, yeah. I would have never thought this combination would have turned out well, but it absolutely did. So I'm glad. I would have thought it was like too many heavy things, but no, not at all. I like it. One up like a shine to that.
Girl, we should have got one Shirley Temple.
We should have.
Why did we do that?
Because we were ordering with our hunger
Totally.
and thirst. I didn't realize the cups were going to be so big too. Wow.
It's probably like $10 for Shirley Temples.
You think so?
I mean, they're probably like $4 each. It's like
Hope they have to-go cup.
to-go cup. Does anybody else do that? I do that at Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, we totally will.
I take my lemonade to go.
We always get the strawberry lemonade.
So good.
I know some more noodles. Please. Pretty please. More. One more.
So you took all the wontons?
The one that they had in there. This has a lot of meat.
I know, that's what I was saying. I was like, where's the noodles? A lot of meat.
Yeah.
But it's hitting every spot right now.
I know there's silence on your side table.
Because I was starving. I take food very seriously.
No, but no, we definitely have to think about what we're going to film for the rest of the week. So,
what else do we have? I want to dive back into Trey Lux because we have more Trey Lux products, and you guys seem to be really interested in that in the comments. People were saying that they always had their eye on Trey Lux.
really? Okay. Is it just a online brand? Or you can buy it in the store?
I think like Whole Foods or something.
Oh, okay. Okay, so say this is where mine moved to.
That's where mine moved to. We definitely should have got. I don't know what we got her one. The camera was on. I was just like, can we have two, please?
That's why I said we seriously don't eat a lot or drink a lot, so that's why we share things. But
yeah,
this is proof of that.
two did not need to be.
The kind of thing that's probably not going to wear well. Like it's useless to pack it up because it's not going to wear well.
We're just gonna have to take the L.
That's what we get for ordering with our hunger. Caesar salad. What's your favorite meal when you go out to Asian restaurants? Write it down below.
Yeah.
Join the conversation.
So we can try some new things.
Yes. I know because I never branch outside of my comfort zone.
But who orders salads when they go to Asian
I
restaurants?
know.
What would you want, period? Like a salad would not fill me up.
Yeah, because like certain ingredients you don't really see to me in Asian food, like cheese. I've never seen cheese, but here it's the Caesar salad, which has Parmesan cheese. You never see cheese. You never see salt. You know, on the table. I know they have the soy sauce, but you never see like salt to sprinkle on. So. Alright, so nothing more going on here, just eating.
No. Alright. Alright. We did so much talking on the drive up here. Alright, guys. We're going to enjoy the rest of our meal.
Alright. Check back in. If anything is going on good in the mall.
Okay.
Alright. Alright.
Okay, so we just left the restaurant. We thought we'd open our fortune. Was yours already open?
No, I must have started opening mine in the restaurant.
Our fortune cookies.
Fortune cookies. What's your fortune?
I like fortune cookies just to read the fortune.
No, I like to eat them. I like them.
I'll give you mine.
Okay, all right, let's have a whole lot of crumbs. Alright, so let's see. You guys like fortune cookies? Alright, mine says Cilantro is often referred to as Chinese parsley and is used in many P.F. Chang's dishes.
Wow.
All right. So that's.
I prefer something more inspirational.
Well, you know, it probably is. I just turned it on the other side. That was just like a little promotion for them. And then this one says, many successes will accompany you this year.
Oh.
Okay. All right. We'll see about that.
Mine says, we still hand roll dumplings the Cecilia way, a technique found from our technique from our co-founder's mother. Okay. And on the other side, your smile will always be your best asset. Yeah.
All right.
Okay then. All right.
So we are
going
done.
home now. Yeah.
And we can't believe it because we literally came up here an hour away to go to P.F. Chang's, and we're not even gonna walk around the mall.
I know.
I said no. Too much.
Right now.
I'm like too much temptation because we'll just start browsing and window shopping and trying to work in our minds how we can work something out, and it's just like let's not tonight.
It's her executive decision. Because if it were me, I'd have my purse over my shoulder and strolling through the racks.
And we're gonna show some self-control here tonight. No shopping.
Self-control. Okay, so we're gonna drive home now. Thank you so much for joining us for this vlog.
Thank you so much, guys.
And we will see you.
Tell us how you like our vlogs and if we should continue to do so. Because you guys say you like them, but the views don't really actually equal to that. So
yeah, we don't. Not really.
Maybe our lives not that interesting.
Maybe not.
Maybe this one will be.
Vlog's not really our thing. We do them every now and then. Like today we did it. But like vlog, like remember in the beginning that's all we did was vlog? All we did was vlogs. Yeah. And our channel wasn't growing from vlogs. It grew from tutorials.
Yeah.
And that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Product reviews.
Yeah.
So.
But it's nice to switch it up every now and then.
It is. So you guys can get a peek into what we do during the day.
Yeah.
All
right. So thank you for joining us.
And we shall see you in our next vlog.
See you next vlog.
All right. Bye.